A judge is denying a woman's request to be removed from a wrongful death lawsuit. So this case now is tied to the 2022 death of Shanquella Robinson, a Charlotte woman who died while vacationing in Mexico. So her death made international headlines after disturbing video showed Robinson being assaulted while on that trip. Her family later filed a lawsuit against the 6 people Robinson traveled with. So one of the group members, who has now since changed her name, attempted to get the lawsuit dismissed. Records now show that request was denied. That's the latest in this case. Let's talk about it now with Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes. Khalif, so when you look at this, a name change, first of all, it's in the records what her old name was, her new name now. The judge now denied Amani Green's request to be dismissed from this lawsuit. Kind of where does this stand and what does this say about this case? Most
lawsuits that are filed, this is the normal process. You file a complaint, the other side's going to file an answer, and attached to that answer is going to be a motion to dismiss. So that's typical lawyering, exactly what you want to have. When you file a motion to dismiss, specifically a 12B6 motion, this is saying that they have failed to state a claim which relief can be sought, and the court is not actually weighing the evidence. It's not trying to determine who's telling the truth. They're only saying, hey, inside of your complaint, in the 4 corners of this document, have you drafted this complaint in a way that connects with the law, and is it a complaint where we can give you some type of relief? If the answer is no, they're going to dismiss the complaint. If the answer is yes, then ultimately the court will deny it and the case will continue to go forward. But most cases die at this moment. They sit at this motion for 12B6 dismissal stage, and defendants are successful in getting them dismissed because alleging and being able to state that something occurred and being able to connect facts and the law to those things are something totally different.
All right, I'm going to go back to this name change, though, because we don't know why she changed her name. But my thing is, I know that 2 + 2 = 4. So if you try and change your name, does that then take away your charges in any way? I mean, just so people can understand, you changing your name doesn't mean the case goes away, right?
No, this is probably more to just outside of the court of actual court, but in the court of public opinion. You're trying to make sure that you can live your life and not deal with the secondary consequences that come with being connected to a civil case involving a wrongful death. You're not talking about a criminal complaint. They went through this and recognized that there was not enough information there to be able to charge these folks, but still having your name connected to when anyone searches for it online to say, hey, your name pops up, wrongful death suit. You don't want that, so you change your name to distance yourself from that. But no, it won't remove the charges. The charges will still be, I should say, the complaint will still be connected to you.
And your social security number. Okay, so now that she is now remaining as a defendant, what are the next major steps in this case that we're going to
I mean, the discovery process takes a long time. I tell folks all the time, litigation is long, litigation is expensive. So you're going through litigation, discovery is key. Interrogatories, depositions, you're waiting to answer a lot of questions so that if you actually get to a hearing, to a trial, both sides, plaintiffs and defendants, will be prepared to go to trial. You can't prepare if you don't go through the discovery process. So it'll be a lot more sitting down, a lot more interviews, a lot more discussion, a lot more written responses to questions, and then ultimately either side will come together and say, yes, we can agree with some type of settlement, or no, we're going to trial. So a lot more waiting on both sides and a lot more reading and writing.
All right, this is a civil case. It's not a criminal case. So I know you've explained the differences before, but what needs to happen specifically, and what needs to be proven?
Well, the standard in a criminal case is a reasonable doubt, right? The standard in a civil case is preponderance of the evidence. So you're talking about 2 different standards. Now, both of them are higher standards, but they're not as high. The civil standard is nowhere near as high as a criminal case. And so that is proving a case beyond a reasonable doubt is extremely hard. You have to get everyone on that same page to be able to agree that there's not even a doubt, I should say a reasonable doubt, that this occurred or didn't occur. Preponderance of the evidence is significantly lower. But again, that's if it gets to jury trial, which if I'm looking at this and I'm having a crystal ball, I doubt that this one goes to a jury trial.
All right, Khalif Rhodes, appreciate your insight. Thank you.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.